All right.
You almost clapped yourself out. What happened there?
I really went for that
know,
one.
that's what I said. But see, when I say it, though, it's a problem. When I say right, you really get into it. You're like, oh, what's all that about? Boom, 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 boom.
No, I really did go for that clap.
You enjoyed yourself for that one,
I
bro.
really did go for that clap.
Yeah,
Put the F in there. Even hurt my damn wrist. You know what it is, people. We're back. Watch It or Not TV.
Yes.
The best. Okay, yeah. Episode 23. No, you do your thing. Episode 23.
Okay, cool. Just making sure we know, because we don't do the language thing no more. We just got to remind ourselves where we're at with it.
Episode 23. Episode 23. Watch It or Not
TV.
Don't flow, bro. Like, don't.
Because you just throw it out there.
I feel like the same person who says watch it or not has to say TV.
All right, cool.
Watch it or not TV.
I mean, you don't. Yeah.
I think like we take it in turns.
I mean,
anytime
how do we know when a certain person should do it?
Whenever we say watch it or not.
Yeah, but
what you saying? It just gets random.
I mean,
it's just got to be part of the show. Or?
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, episode 23. These are coming out quite.
Yeah, we're banging them out.
Quite consistent. They're coming out quite consistent. I'm quite happy with what's going on right about now, man.
Yeah, man. People, this is the best review show on planet Earth.
I want to say the solar system, because I don't know whether or not they're doing shows.
I mean, we could, because I'm willing to put this up there.
I'm willing to bet my t-shirt on it. I'm not even gonna lie. We've got merch.
Looking fancy. Looking fancy.
We've got merch. This is what, do you know when you can just see progress? You know you can see progress.
You know where you can see, oh, right, them men are actually, it's not just with okay, I understand. Boom, go you, man.
This is what I'm trying to say. It's one of those things. Right, like, now we got merch. You get me? It's not no joke thing. So, yeah, man. It's the show today, 23rd episode. Watch it or not. Nah?
You just said the same. I did. You see what I mean, bro?
I'm your host, Daniel X Nero. Next to me, I got my co-host.
I go by the name of Zush, a.k.a. Guyver.
Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification button, because we want to hear those sounds.
The titting or the tung.
And what is that based on?
Well, you get me. It depends. You see when you switch on your computer.
Yes, sir.
And then it starts up and all that.
Yeah.
And then you go, obviously, you want to go on the internet.
Yes, sir.
Depending on the browser you go on.
Yeah.
When you go on YouTube, that will determine what sound will actually,
Thank you very much for that educational discussion.
Boom.
Today, I know I always say it, but I'm going to continue to say it. We got a great show for you today. We really do. We got a great show for you today.
I feel like, now don't quote me on this and don't judge me. I feel like this show may involve the most sexual content we've had so far.
Really? What the fuck did we watch?
All right, what we got lined up?
So we got Awake.
We got Awake. That's the brand new one on Netflix.
15 hours ago, something happened. We don't know what caused it or why it occurred. But what we do know is that none of us can sleep.
That's the brand new one starring Gina Rodriguez.
By Mark Rosso.
Rosso. Yeah. He's more of like a... we'll get into that when we do the show. Next, we've got Voyagers.
It's the blue. It's medication. Blue. To decrease pleasure. Blue. I'm not drinking it.
What does it feel like to feel something?
That wasn't a bit spicy.
Was it? Is that what he's talking about?
I mean, it's the most. Don't do me like that. No. What other film has had that has,
Behind the Eyes had better sex than that.
Behind the Eyes, they have no sex.
The hell you see that Scottish, you pumped that black woman backside out. What are you talking about?
And the last one is Lupin.
The police are looking for Hassan Diop, the most wanted man in France this evening.
What now? He disappeared.
Lupin. I've been trying to think about that all day, you know. I was thinking, what was I supposed to watch? But I knew I had watched it, but I couldn't remember where it was, so I wasn't thinking too much of it.
Okay.
But yeah, should we just jump straight into it?
Yeah, we should.
First
man.
one, what we doing?
No. See, this is what I'm saying, man.
All right, my bad.
We've got to structure out the thing, get me, follow the plan and that.
All right, cool.
Get me? Because I remember the week before last, I said, I should have done this at the beginning, but I said you need to compare how your week's been with a film, a title, an actor, or anything. And I'm going to start this and say that I'm going to compare the week that I've just had.
Yeah.
Hear me?
To
On Time. You know the film with Justin Timberlake?
Do you know what, yeah? That's actually a good movie.
That's an underrated movie.
I actually enjoyed that movie.
Film got slept on.
Big time. Because I watched that
from storyline to concept to
I was like,
actual
Justin
film.
Timberlake, this, that.
No,
After that finished, I was like, raw, okay.
Film. That was a sick film.
Well, what? So are you going to explain why it's on time, or are we just going to...
No, I could explain. Yeah. I just felt like I was running out a lot of time. Like,
okay,
obvious.
cool.
Like, it's kind of simple, you get me? But if you've seen the film, you got the time on your hand and that, and that's your time to live, innit? And it ain't been that deep. I ain't felt like I was going to die or anything.
Okay.
But I just felt like I was running out. I could have done with like
extra someone's time.
Boom.
Yeah.
You know
okay, fair enough. I would say my one is Rush Hour, because I've been so busy this week. Like, I've had no time to kind of do anything. It's always like stop, start. There's no rest. It was just like, okay, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do this. Okay, I got to come here, I got to do this.
It sounds like we've had a similar week, man.
Oh yeah, we just named it different movies.
I mean, you see how that works?
That does work.
You hear me? What we doing? Awake?
Yeah, let's go with Awake.
Let's go with Awake. All right. So this is the brand new one on Netflix.
2021, this come out, right?
Yeah, this just come out. This is fresh out the packet. This one starring Gina Rodriguez.
Yes.
As we said earlier, directed by Mark Rasso. Rasso.
Seems like this is kind of his first feature film.
Yeah.
Because it seems like he's done a lot of shorts. And he's been more producing on them as well. So it seems like this is...
He's done a few directing roles.
Yeah.
But again, they've been short. Similar to the ones he's produced. I guess he produced and directed a lot of
yeah, I guess so. Yeah. So, but it seems like now he's trying to jump
and why not try your hand over there at Netflix?
Yeah, it's where
I mean, I personally haven't seen any of the shorts, but I'm sure some people over at Netflix did.
Yeah,
and said, you know what? Come over here, try your hand at this film.
Let's give him a shot.
I like your idea. Going from that, I'm going to say I also like the idea, which is why I said we should watch this film.
Yeah.
Like when I read the synopsis, which I'll do in a second, and I saw the trailer, I was like, right, this is like, it sounds like it could be good. It looks all right.
Yeah, it did. The premise sound good. Yeah, the premise sound good. When because I didn't actually watch the trailer. I didn't actually watch the trailer, and I didn't actually read the synopsis either. I just jumped straight in. I kind of prefer to do that sometimes because I don't really want to have any idea of what's really going on. I kind of just want to take the film.
I like that.
I kind of just want to take the film on face.
I like to go in surprise.
On face value. So hit us up with the synopsis.
All right. So, after a devastating global event wiped out electronics and eliminated people's ability to sleep, a former soldier may have found a solution with his daughter. Her daughter.
Yeah.
Was she a soldier?
Yeah, she was a former soldier. Yeah, that's how she knew that woman, innit?
Oh, but she just got a job doing security.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said, all I knew about this film was that apparently people couldn't sleep. And what I got from the trailer was what happens or what could happen when you can't go to sleep.
Okay. Like
the effects of what can kind of happen. So I was like, okay, this sounds like a dope little concept. I could get into this. I can get into this. So flicked it on. First of all, the lady, Gina Rodriguez.
Yeah, she was from Virgin, Jane the Virgin as well, isn't it?
I haven't seen that, but I've seen Deepwater Horizon.
Oh, yeah. I think she had a smallish role in that.
But I've seen her in something else as well.
Her face looks familiar. She looks like that woman from
Queen of South.
Yeah,
bro. She looks like her and Michelle Rodriguez. Yeah. Like they look like they're cousins. They don't look like sisters, but they look, and that ain't
look like they got that same blood.
Yeah, which they probably have, not to be offensive.
Whoa.
But that's 2 out of 3 called Rodriguez. That's enough to Lupin.
You say that's enough. That's enough. That's
enough to Lupin and say that they're cousins.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So when I saw it, I thought this was gonna be a bit action packed because that's what I just relate her face to. This film was disappointing.
Wow. Even you saying disappointing, I'm saying you're shooting it too much. You're giving it too much hype.
Oh, you didn't like this at all?
Bro. I got about 10 minutes into this and I was like, this guy's done me by.
Well, after 10 minutes?
About 10 minutes, bro. I got into this.
You foresaw where...
I was like, this is going to be a bad one. Like, this is going to be...
What happened? No, you don't have to tell us exactly, but what was the vibe that you got after 10 minutes?
It was the car crash.
Okay.
It was the whole situation with the car crash.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, it's just like, I could see like the CGI was kind of like poor, and even the conversation they was having in the car was just like, okay, right. And the acting was
terrible.
Oh man, bro, do you know what? Yeah, it got further and further into this movie, and I was like, why didn't no one say anything? Like, why didn't no one say like, nah, you know what? We need to scrap all these scenes and we need to start again.
When you was watching this, did you feel like scenes was missing?
I don't know what I felt like.
Like the way it would go to, you know what it is? The concept was really good. Whoever wrote it, it didn't flow. Like the story didn't flow.
Bro,
like you see when they found out, like, you know when they found out when
Bro, please, yeah, bro. Do you know how this movie was like, yeah? Do you know how this is like? It was like, yeah, like 8 different men wrote it, and they just had and each man had to choose something to happen.
Yeah, like everyone got the concept.
It was like, yeah, so this is what happened, and we need something to happen. Go.
Yeah,
and man was like, okay, we're gonna have a crocodile. All right, cool. There, we'll just have this bit with the crocodile. This stuff. Okay, cool. Yeah, oh yeah, we're gonna have a car crash. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Hey, do you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna they're gonna lose. They're gonna shoot people. There's gonna be a shooter. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's have a shooter. Like, hey, we're gonna have cannibals. Okay, let's have cannibals.
It just made no sense. Like it didn't even follow the like. To be honest, it didn't even tell you that all the electronics and people's ability to
it was just
sleep.
random. They just started speaking about it.
You kind of had to say, hold on, wait. That's what I said. It felt like you was missing stuff.
It was like,
hold on, wait. Are you not going to split? Hold on, wait. So we're just, so we know she can. Yeah. Wait, you're just hotting up the whole film. And it's like, I'm not even too sure what's going on there. And you lot are telling me the end already.
Oh my days,
like, they pretty much told you the end in the beginning. Oh. And I was like, hold on, wait. And this, oh my gosh, may have had one of the worst endings I have seen in a long, long time, bro. Like when it ended, I was speechless. I was like, there is no way you are only now explaining one thing and you just ended it,
bro. And
I don't even understand. I don't even know.
No one knows. Like, you don't even know what happened. It's just like there's just
Awake 2?
For what? Bro,
tell me, like, if what they did works.
This was.
What was the good points for you? There was good points. Don't do that. There was good points. I think
one good point for me, yeah, and this isn't really anything to do with the movie. It's just the fact that Finn Jones was in it from, Game of Thrones. He was Loras Tyrell.
Oh yeah.
That was when he turned up. I was like, ooh, it's Finn Jones. But I should have known not to get excited when I saw him, because the last thing I saw him in was Iron Fist.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I
didn't get past episode 1 of Iron.
Bro, I think I got it. And again, like I'm in the stage of my life, yeah. Like back in the day, I would like force myself to watch it because I'm like later, like I'll have to go through it, this, that. But now, if something don't hit me within, I'm out. And that really didn't hit me. I was like, nah, this. Like,
is that man's the only good point you have about the film?
That was the only.
You didn't think the actual concept of the film would?
Not really, to be honest. What, people can't sleep, bruv, because of some sort of. You don't even know why they can't sleep.
You don't even know why,
and I don't care. I don't care either. It's just like it was just so random. Like all the electronics have stopped and you can't sleep.
Yeah.
Like they're not even connected. Like that's not even connected. Like it would make sense. Like if all the electronics stopped, then maybe a particular part of your brain stopped. Like the electrics in your brain stopped.
Yeah,
or something.
it didn't. Yeah,
it was just like, hey,
why did the two go?
All the electrics have stopped.
And I was like, yeah, don't worry about the electrics. We can rewire those. It's the people.
And you can't sleep. Bro, and there was one part in this which hurt me because I foresaw it coming. Like, you know, like you're looking at someone about to punch you in your face. You see it, and then it boxes you. That's what happened with this part. When, you know, they're in the car, all the army people and they pull out the people out of the car. So her daughter, her son, and the black guy. And they're like, get on the ground.
Yeah.
I swear to you, from when they got on the ground, I knew for a fact, the daughter was going to come out, and say, I can sleep. I can sleep. I told, bruv, as soon as they got out of the ground, I was like, this bitch is going to come out the car and be like, I can sleep. I can sleep. No, I was like, bruh. Like, this is terrible. And bad. I don't know, but is the little girl a ninja? Because she should have died 15 times.
Why?
At the end, when shit was going on, and she's just bouncing in and out of rooms. she's just running willy-nilly. And what everyone's just like, what's she got? What's she got? Was she invisible?
This film was rubbish. I don't know what to say. I thought a good point was I really did think the concept of the film was a good idea. I thought it was a good idea.
I think the concept of the film could have been good if they would have chosen one.
The relationship between the mother and son was weird. He was...
Bruv, part of me thinks they fucked. It was so strange, bruv, what was going on. And bro, do you know what?
They did have that relationship. It's like, why are you not so spicy towards each other? It's like, it's all like awkward. Like, you lot...
Bro, and you know what? Yeah, there's one bit, as well. Yeah, like I really shouldn't think it, but if it was a good movie, I wouldn't spoil it. But because this is shit, I don't care. Yeah, there's one bit when she's shooting in the library. She shoots the library, then the son just pops up like, "Did you shoot at me?"
Yeah,
he's like, "No."
And you know what? Yeah, shall I tell you why that part was so off? Because I thought that was going to be a part where it showed that he was kind of losing it a bit. Or she was kind of losing it, but they kind of just went past it. But in a way, I think they were kind of trying to indicate that. I think they were trying to indicate that they were both kind of losing it. I was like,
bro, there was nothing for me.
And even, do you know what else was random? Like
the movie,
them trying to find the other person.
Yeah.
And then them actually finding her. You seeing who she is, and it's like, I'm gonna need you to look. I'm like, what? She's on her way up.
Oh my days! How did I go? How did I forget about that, bro? I was watching that bit. I was like, what the fuck? What is that? What you came to do? Is that what you traveled all this way to do? Is that what you was going to do?
She was just going to pornify you to this old chick, bro. I was like, what? That doesn't even make sense. That woman's on her deathbed.
She even said, I should have died a week ago. He said, I could have died a week ago. She was... Bro, that was so strange. When she said that, I was like, I was thinking that, do you know, I expected her to explain that. Like
I didn't know why.
Maybe she knew something I didn't know. Maybe she had some master plan or something.
She went with trying to back herself. She was like, really? You like, I can't, there's nothing I can do for you. Like, I'm on my way out. Yo, let's wrap this up, man.
I can't believe I forgot that. I can't believe I forgot that bit. That was the truth. I'm gonna leave my door with you. What the fuck? You crazy bitch. You the craziest bitch. I'm about dead. I'm 5 past dead. You're telling me I can't even cook.
I'm barely surviving in this bed. Oh man. See, yo, let's wrap this up.
Hey, listen, do you know what? I'm gonna change my review.
Yo,
this is
that's
a watch
crazy.
This is a watch it.
Nah, it's not enough.
This is 100% watch it. Just so you can see the foolishness that happens.
Yeah,
because you know what? If they would have marketed this as I feel like I've done abs.
Yo.
If they would have marketed this as a comedy, yeah, this might be up there with Bridesmaids.
Yeah, this should have been. Sometimes when I think of movies like this, I think you lot should have just done a spoof, like a spoof of a movie.
This would have been a good spoof. This would have been a good spoof.
Yeah.
Listen, do you know what? Yeah, some movies are so bad that you should watch them, and this is one of them. I think you should watch it just for bants.
I'm still not backing it, even though that's a funny bit, boy.
Oh my god!
Even though it's funny, it's a no from me, man. It's a no. It's a no. I must get straight into it. This film was terrible. Like I said, I enjoyed the concept and the idea of the film, but everything else was trash. Everything else, from the acting to the way they carried out the storyline, the ending's one of the worst films I've seen in a while. Yeah, it's a no from me.
Okay, let's move on to the next one.
I mean, what is it for you?
What?
What is it for you?
I said it was a watch it.
All right.
I said it's a watch it. I want people to experience what we just experienced. We're robbing them of that.
Nah. It's a no from me. Don't waste your time, people. No.
Oh, you don't even think that bit's worth it?
Nah. It's funny though, but it's not meant to be.
Lupin. That is with Omar Sy.
This is the part 2. So
This is
we
part
done
2.
part 1.
Yeah.
If you ain't seen part 1, I think it's probably episode
7.
Yeah, it's early.
8 is an early one still.
It's one of the first. So this is literally the part 2.
Part
Obviously,
2,
if you've seen part 1, you would have saw how they broke in the middle.
So it ended because
it's not like a season 2. It's like a continuation.
Yeah, it's continued. Yeah, his son got napped. That was the last episode.
Yeah.
Son got napped.
I was personally a bit more of a fan of the first one than you was.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of it. And it's more because, do you know what? I kind of had to look at it. I kind of tried to watch this one different because I think what I do sometimes in movies, is I look too deep in them because I'm looking at it on face value. This guy is massive, 6'4", big, black, Don't matter what disguise you have on. You get me? You can't hide. You understand? Like, it doesn't matter that you got a mustache.
That's a lot like you were saying last time.
You got
and
a mustache.
I was more saying that, like, it's what it is.
But
just a character.
He's Lupin. So you're supposed to believe into that. Yeah. So I try to do that a bit more in watching the second half.
Okay, before you get into that, let's get into this synopsis quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's the same thing, really, isn't it?
Well, let's do it again. Inspired by the adventures of Arsène Lupin, gentleman thief Asane Diop sets out to avenge his father for an injustice inflicted by a wealthy family. Yeah. So it's carried on the same theme from the first one.
All right, cool. So, what did you think this time round?
I think it's worse. I think even though I tried to look past the fact that he was
a big
bad, I feel like they was like, come on, bro.
I gotta agree with you on this one, bro. I couldn't help but watch and think about everything you said. And it was just so obvious this time. I almost watched it and thought, what was I thinking the first time, bro? Like, I apologize, bro. But I didn't feel like it was this bad. Like, this time round, I was like, bruh.
Bro, there was a part, where we had a mustache, But they said...
And the dreads.
Bro, they said this is the most wanted man in France, This guy
is the only black guy in the city that they live.
He's 6'4", bro. Built like a brick house.
No, that it's not like one of those cities that's overpopulated
with black people.
Bro,
it's not.
He's the only black dude in the city, bro, other than the other guy that was working for the wealthy guy.
And he weren't 6'4" and built like a house.
There was so much bait scenes in this. I couldn't believe it.
I don't give a damn.
I couldn't believe it.
I don't care that you're arsing whoever, bruv. I don't care if you're arsing Wengaru, but there was no way he was making your way. Like, bruv, he's in like impossible situations and walking past, man.
And when he was turning up to things, I was like, no way, are you coming to the show? Like, how?
Like, bruv, like what I don't understand is that regardless of what you have on your face, bro, I can see you are big and black. So automatically, we know we're looking for a big black person.
Forget all that, because even if he had, like, forget all that. It was just, the disguises weren't even that great. The last disguise, listen, don't let me get into that Jamaican track runner vibe, kind of bobsleighing coach of a bobsleigh team, that vibe he had going on there, bro. Like, that was almost insulting. That last disguise was insulting. That last disguise was so insulting, bro. Yeah, like, it almost spoiled the whole thing for me. I was like, bro, is that how you're going to end it? And you got away like this? Yeah, really, bro. Yeah. There was so much flaws in this when he was going with the whole sun thing. The whole sun thing, I was like, this ain't that dark. I wish it was that dark, but it's not that dark. So don't try it.
Yeah, but that part.
Yeah, I was like, don't try it, because I wish it was. I wish it would turn this dark, but it wasn't.
I saw that, and then I was like, don't be silly. Like, don't be silly. Like, you're not, like, you're really acting up now, to be honest. Like, this.
I thought it was trash. Like I said, I couldn't believe. Like, I saw everything that you was talking about this time around. Yeah. And I was a bit pissed off with myself. I was like, yeah, this is kind of bait. He is, like, I didn't see him for the 6'4" black guy. I think there was a bit, maybe I was just lying to myself, or maybe I was just in the different vibes when I watched the first one. But I don't feel it was as bait. But this one, everything they was doing was just terrible. The only good thing, let's say good points, man. Let's not shit all over it.
It was
good points. I still find it quite, well, I was going to say it's quite family friendly, but sometimes they say some shit, or there's one or two scenes where I'm like, okay. But it's not that bad. But if you don't take it seriously, it's not a bad watch.
Yeah, if you don't take it seriously.
And it's not even that I'm taking it seriously, but it's like, this one I just felt like, yeah, it's not the best casting. I'm not even saying you couldn't have got a black guy. It's just not the best casting for it. It's like, is he the only good black actor in France? Like, no.
Yeah, like, I don't think he did the role too well.
Yeah, he's not a bad actor though. Like, so it's not rubbish because he acts rubbish, but that you're just not a good casting for that part. Yeah. Like, you're too. It
should have been a suave sort of
like
slim,
someone else could have played this.
Kind of just, I don't know, man. Just not him. Like, he didn't strike. Not that he was bad in it. He just didn't strike me as. Yeah,
it just wasn't great. But yeah, what was a good point for you?
It was an easy watch. I suppose it was an easy watch. It flowed. Like, I weren't really bored. But
yeah, it's a good storyline. I mean,
yeah, the story was cool about his dad and that. That was kind of cool, and how it linked back in.
What did you think of the back and forth with the old school? And because I guess that was the new thing that they added with this one.
No, that was happening in the first one as well. Yeah.
Not as much though. I felt like they were good. Like that whole story with him when he was younger, meeting her.
That was big in the first one because
I don't really remember it too much in the first one.
Because when he was in the swimming pool with the daughter and going back with his dad and this, that, blah, blah, blah. His dad in the rain.
Yeah, I suppose.
There was a few bits like that, but I don't know, man. I don't know much to say about this. It's just strange. Like, I don't know. The casting weren't great. The story was okay, but it wasn't amazing. And the way that he was getting out of things as well, it was a bit like.
That's what I was gonna say. A good point I would say is I liked the character they met in the library.
That was cool.
I had no idea that he was that was probably like the slick. That was probably like some Lupin shit. Where it was like, oh, I didn't realize you didn't know that he was a mole, bro.
I didn't know he was a mole, but I did think he was a weird character. Like, I did think it's just a bit strange for him to just turn up out of nowhere,
be super young and
just be like, oh yeah, just randomly
you thought
pop
that
up
before you found out who he was.
Yeah, I did think it was a bit like.
I thought it was a bit like he just looked odd, but I just thought it made sense to like the show in it because all the characters ain't necessarily fitting to who they are. I hated that whole when Hassan finally caught up with my man
Oh, that
was, and it was just so bait. It's like, what did you do? Boom, boom, boom. It was like, bro, I know you're
recording this. Like, I know you're recording this, bro.
Like I said, it's like a Pink Panther type of vibes. So it's not really supposed to be taken as serious as we're making it. You get me? So I think that's a problem. But it's hard because there is so much pitfalls and holes in this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
Only because I felt like I was so pro Lupin the first time round, and it didn't have my back the second time round.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this isn't a watch it. Like it wasn't amazing. I don't think it's something that it's not something I would run to. Like, and I wouldn't really recommend it. If it was someone was to ask me what to watch, I would never say, watch Lupin. So
I wouldn't request it as a series if someone was like, what should I watch on Netflix?
I
mean, I would, depend on who asks me, but I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. This is
unfortunately not. I was kind of thinking, I wonder where they're gonna go with this second part, but nah.
Yeah, it's a no from me.
It's not from me. Okay, swiftly moving on to the next one. Voyagers.
I even like the way you introduced that. This was brand. Have you even heard of this?
No, it was.
Yeah, just come out of nowhere.
Yeah, I hadn't even seen it.
You know what that is?
What's that?
You see when you're a bad man at picking like things to watch.
Yeah.
You just come across like these unique films that no one ain't really heard of, but they're like hidden gems and that kind of vibes.
Yeah.
That's me, man.
Okay. What was the first one we watched? Awake. You picked that one as well, innit?
Voyagers. Yeah. Decent little film. It's fresh out.
Yeah.
Fresh out. I think it come out on the 2nd of July, actually.
I don't even know when it came out, to be honest.
I think it come out 2nd of July.
Okay. Directed by Neil Berger. He did The Illusionist with Edward Norton. He did Limitless. That's with Bradley Cooper, right?
That's where I made the connection on this film. I think it says that a bit in the trailer as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. And he did something else as well, Neil Berger.
Yeah.
Can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember right now.
This had Colin Farrell in it as well.
Man like Colin Farrell.
I
mean, he's done enough, bro. Like, he's earned his kudos,
he's been about for a hot minute, boy, Colin Farrell.
I remember when he was fresh. Well, not fresh in, but I remember when his buzz started to be buzzing.
Yeah, Colin Farrell
it wasn't too far back. I think it was The Recruit around the time of The Recruit.
I love that movie.
Yeah, that one was sick, bro.
That's a good movie.
That was around the time of The Recruit.
Are you gonna hit up this?
I think you should take this.
Okay. A crew of astronauts on a multi-generational mission descend into paranoia and madness, not knowing what is real or not.
I was hoping you was going to do it in like a space type voice or something.
Nah, I mean, let's behave for a second. Because I don't think you did. You're not one to.
Why do you keep this? Ain't tit for tat, bro. You hear me? Like, cool. You didn't say nothing was highlighted, so you get me. It went past. I just noticed it was like, so I said something. Okay. Now you gotta make it. Oh, but you didn't do this. You didn't do that.
You still talking?
It's like, bro, I don't know if this real negative energy in here right now. You know,
Voyagers. Oh, you in this one as well. You had Ty Sheridan. You know, Ty's from the guy playing in Ready Player One.
That's a big film. You know,
that's a sick film. Ready Player One.
It's a big film. It's a big film.
And finally, one of the people I noticed was Fionn Whitehead.
Yeah.
Fionn Whitehead. He was in the guy who played the main character in Bandersnatch. Remember?
Bandersnatch. Did you like that film?
Black Mirror? Nah, not really. I wasn't a massive fan.
Did you do the interactive?
Yeah. I wasn't a massive fan of that.
I didn't. I just watched it.
It was all right. And he was also in Dunkirk.
Yeah, that's a good film.
Yeah, I like that film. It was. I think it was more about the visuals than the actual film.
Yeah,
but
it was.
It was those ones. Christopher Nolan. You can't really
go around.
Yeah. So, So I started watching this one. And I dig the premise. I dig what was happening, why they had to do what they was doing, and why they was doing it. Yeah. What they was doing and why they had to do it. I like that. I thought, okay, cool. That's something new. It's not something you hear. Do you know what I'm saying? Then we started getting into the movie, and was like, okay, cool. And then I fell asleep. Yeah.
Oh wow.
No, I fell asleep because I was tired. I started watching it late anyway, so I was tired.
Go on.
Then I woke up in the morning and my missus was like, "Oh, what was that film saying yesterday?" And I was like, "Do you know what? It's at a point where it can either be terribly crap or it can be fantastic, depending on the second half of the movie." I think it built it up really well. I think it set the scene well. I think we got to the spaceship and we was like, okay, we know where it's gonna, where we're going. Then there was a realization of something. There's a make or break part in the
film.
they had the children had worked out something semi-sinister. You never knew whether or not it was sinister or not or whatever. It could have been completely And then that's when I fell asleep. So then it was
so you fell asleep at a good moment.
It was about 45 minutes, hour in. So that's what I said. So at that point now, it was like, right, it depends what happens after this. And they failed miserably after that part.
Yeah.
I feel like we never went up from there. I feel like we just went down.
Like a slow decline.
Yeah, we literally just slower down to just the pits of crapness that I was just like, this is just pathetic.
You know what? I'm going to have to agree with you on that.
It was...
First of all, I wanted to touch on something I touched on in the beginning by saying this was probably one of the most sexual content episodes that we've had, because we haven't seen this much sexual tension in a film or reviewed a film with this much sexual tension. I didn't say it was out there. I didn't make out like it was porn.
That's what I assumed it was. No, I thought you were talking about the worth. I thought you were talking about the worth it or not, because that had sex.
No, because I'm just saying in terms of a lot of this, like they based a lot of their realization around sex,
which was weird. Like because
it didn't really, go that way, that direction necessarily.
And it kind of made out that and things started happening really quickly
when they finally when like I normally don't like them longing out things like that, you know, when you clock onto what's happening, it's like, all right, cool, let's get to it. But with this, there wasn't enough time
build up.
There wasn't enough time within the realization.
Man, went south real quick.
Yeah,
like,
it was like
started turning mad.
They
real
became
quick.
Like characters that like negative characters like so quickly.
It
was almost like, you know what I didn't like about this film, because I like the fact that they was attacking your usual type of sci-fi concept, going stir crazy on a spaceship sort of thing, but it was a bit different the way they did it. Like you said, the whole premise of it and why they were doing it was like, okay, this one's a bit different, but it just dragged back to your usual rubbish. Like the usual bad guy villain, he's just gone sporadic for no apparent reason. It's like he was never this guy. Like, or maybe he was, and maybe that's what they were trying to show, but it was like, it just elevated a bit too quickly.
And it was weird how people gravitated to certain people quickly. Like it was like it was like allegiances had been made.
But that's what I'm saying. It was like Alpha was just so apparent. It was like a minute we was just all here. Like how did that? But maybe that's what they were trying to indicate how life is. But it just sped into there, and it was like, bro, like man them in a minute ago. Now man, look to take my head off. It's mad. But look, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good. It's a good watch. Good points.
The acting was all right.
Yes, the acting was good, but they had some good actors in it.
Yeah. The story was good.
Yeah. It was a good story. Even though they didn't do enough with it, it was a good story. I wish they did.
They could have built this up really well. Like
this could have been another Maze Runner type film.
Yeah. And you know what? Because it kind of had the cast for Maze Runner as
well.
That's
why I got that kind of feel.
The cast kind of had the look for it.
Yeah, it was kind of youthful.
Yeah. And you know what else they needed to do? They needed to, so you know with Interstellar, they built up your relationship with the people on Earth. So when they went away, you
But
had
they
a,
couldn't
like
really
a,
do
you had
that
like a
on this,
connection.
though.
You had
They
like a
couldn't really do
connection.
this on this because of the way it started.
Yeah, but they could have done it at the
Yeah,
start.
because
they could have done it at the
you
start.
didn't even see them too much as
It was
in
just
the
like,
early stages. They just rapidly.
we should have been like built up. We should have built relationships with the cast and this that. But by the time you couldn't, there was no time to build relationships with them. It was
they
just
almost
like
just became who they were.
Yeah.
And you almost had to pick a side.
yeah, exactly.
It was like,
It was just like we choose this. So I think that
Colin Farrell was a bit unnecessary in this film. Like anyone could have played that part.
Yeah, definitely anyone.
So I was a bit baffed as to why
they got
was
Colin.
in it.
It was just like I guess it's just a name, really, isn't it?
Sometimes I think they have more of an involvement to the eye. You hear me? But
maybe it was good to just have him around because it's Colin Farrell, but it wasn't anything special to me. I don't. Yeah, anyone could have played that part. He wasn't even necessary, really.
he wasn't.
Like,
He wasn't. Good points for you.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. Like the acting, the story was good. The story was really good. Like the background to what was going on was really good.
Yeah.
But it's just a shame what they did with it. They could have done so much more. This needed a banging director, and it needed.
I think he is a good director, though, man. Neil's proven himself to be a good director. Let's not do that. You hear me?
I needed someone better than. Needed a better director then. I don't know if Neil.
I don't even think that. I just think you might have to hold an L on this one.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, but it wasn't a bad film, though. I don't want to say that. It's not a bad film.
The first half of this movie was good.
It's just the last half was just a bit of it's a bit anti, innit?
Yeah, it was very lackluster. It was
Yeah,
just
like even like the tension and then the last couple scenes was just felt a bit rushed. It was a bit bait.
Yeah.
It was a bit, is that how
you could see certain things happening?
Yeah, it was a bit. That's what I said. Like I almost liked the way they started because I liked the whole premise of it, but then you just easily fell back into your usual, is this it?
Yeah,
sort of thing.
cliche sort of thing.
Yeah.
So,
but saying that, I am still going to say it's a watch it. I still quite enjoyed the film. It's still a good Saturday evening watch. Flick this on about 8 9s. It's not a long film, even though I reckon they could have done more with it if it was 2 hours. And that's what I keep saying. Like we keep seeing these 2 hour films that ain't worth being 2 hours.
It was an hour 47
that's what
or
I'm
something
saying.
like that. Yeah, it was
another
a short
20
one.
minutes in this. You could have maybe got the characters that we wanted to come out and learn a bit more about it. You hear me? But yeah, it wasn't.
I'm gonna say
it's a watch it, but it's a miss for me.
I'm gonna say it's a not because I feel like I could have lived my life without watching this. I'm never gonna watch it again, and I'm never gonna recommend it to anyone. So I wouldn't. It's not really a watch it. It's not nothing that I would say. Yeah, you need to watch this. This is just something that I had to watch for this show.
It's something that could happen though. You think all these films are like
what's that
hidden
got to
messages,
do? What? Do you
bro?
think that's gonna make me say watch it though?
Just saying, man. It's interesting if it does.
Yeah, it's a not from me. So
Alright, man,
that's 3 knots, isn't it?
No, you said watch it for some.
What did I say?
Well,
I said watch it for the bants.
Yeah, you got gassed.
Yeah. Watch it for the bants.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, whoa.
No, and I said watch this, bro.
No, but okay, cool. But no watch it's then. No full watch it's.
I mean, sometimes it be like that, man. We don't always agree on stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right.
That takes us to the end of the show.
And so we go
to the end.
You don't go to the end of it. And so we're going to get ridiculed.
So what does it say then?
I don't know, but I just want to end the show because I feel embarrassed.
That's the end of this one, episode 23.
All right.
Make sure you click the notifications, subscribe, this, that, because you want to hear
comment, because if you comment, it shakes up the algorithms and then your friend will know. You hear me? Because boom, you don't want to keep watching it by yourself because watching it by yourself is
boring.
Hey, sometimes that was a bit bait.
Yeah,
it's a bit of a bait. Yo, catch the ball.
Catch the ball. Here it's coming. You ready? Yeah. So make sure you hit that up. Obviously, this is Watch It or Not TV. I've been your host, Daniel Nero.
I go by the name of Zush, aka Guyver.
And that's another one in the bag.
Hey.